It was a bright summer afternoon, and the town of Riverside was buzzing with excitement. The annual harvest fair had arrived. A grand event where children ran with joy. The scent of cotton candy filled the air, and vibrant stalls stretched as far as the eye could see. Among the eager faces, a little boy named Ethan Carter tugged at his father's hand, his eyes sparkling with anticipation. "Dad, can we go to the fair? Please. Everyone in my class is going." His father, Thomas Carter, a simple man with kind eyes and callous hands, hesitated. Times were hard. His pockets were nearly empty, and every penny was already accounted for. But how could he refuse his only son's innocent wish? With a heavy heart, he smiled. "All right, Ethan, let's go." As they entered the fairground, Ethan's excitement knew no bounds. There were flashing lights, towering Ferris wheels, and joyful laughter everywhere. He rushed from one stall to another, his little fingers pointing at toys, sweets, and games. "Dad, look at this airplane. Can I have it?" he asked, his face full of hope. Thomas felt a lump in his throat. He reached into his pocket and found only a few coins, barely enough for food. "Not today, son. Maybe next time." Ethan's smile faded. But before he could protest, the scent of warm caramel apples caught his attention. "Dad, can I at least have some candy?" Thomas sighed, trying to mask his helplessness. "Ethan, we don't have enough money for that right now." Disappointment clouded Ethan's face, but soon he ran toward the carousel. "Can I ride the horse?" Thomas knelt beside him and softly said, "I promise. Next time." Tears welled in Ethan's eyes. "You always say next time," he snapped, crossing his arms. Thomas looked away, ashamed, unable to meet his son's gaze. As they wandered through the crowded fair, a sudden surge of people pushed them apart. In an instant, Ethan's small hand slipped from his father's grip. "Dad!" Ethan called out, his voice trembling. But Thomas was nowhere to be seen. Panic set in. The crowd was a sea of strangers, their voices blending into an overwhelming noise. Tears streamed down Ethan's face as he stumbled through the fair. "Dad! Dad! Where are you?" People noticed the crying boy. A kind old man from a toy stall handed him a teddy bear. "Here, son. No need to cry." A woman selling cotton candy offered him a treat. "You must be hungry, sweetheart." Another man from the carousel said, "Come, you can ride for free." But nothing mattered. Not the toys, not the sweets, not the carousel. Ethan's heart ached for one thing only, his father's arms. Meanwhile, Thomas was frantic. He ran through the fair, pushing past people, his voice raw with fear. "Ethan, Ethan, where are you?" For the first time in his life, Thomas felt what true loss meant. The weight of his son's absence crushed him more than any hardship he had ever faced. Then, through the crowd, he saw a tiny figure clutching a teddy bear, sobbing uncontrollably. "Ethan!" At the sound of his father's voice, Ethan turned and ran. He crashed into Thomas's arms, sobbing. "I don't want toys or candy, Dad. I just want you." Thomas hugged him tightly, whispering, "And you will always have me, son. Always." Lesson learned. That night, as they walked home under the starry sky, Ethan held his father's hand a little tighter. He realized that the greatest treasure wasn't money, toys, or sweets. It was the love and presence of a parent. As they reached home, Ethan looked up at his father and smiled. "I don't need the fair, Dad. Being with you is enough." Moral of the story: light bulb true happiness isn't found in material things. It's found in the love and presence of those who truly care for us.